Morning, afternoon, evening. Welcome to MBS Connect, a daily walk through Proverbs. And our topic for today, day 75, is Give Me Patience, Lord, right now. So that's Give Me Patience, Lord, right now. And our lead verse comes from First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 14. And we exhort you, brothers, warn those who are lazy, comfort the discouraged, and help the weak. Be patient with everyone. Be patient with everyone. So, guys, as we start off this week, I know there's a lot of things that we have been patiently waiting on, or there will probably be some things that we've been expecting that just hasn't happened yet. I'm just going to encourage you guys to be patient with everyone, and that's including our Creator and our God who has plans for us and will be working out things in His time and not our time. Most of us are impatient for God to grant us the desires of our heart. Usually we know what we want and we know precisely when we want it, right now, if not sooner. But God may have other plans. And when God's plans differs from our own, we must trust in his infinite wisdom and in his infinite love. So guys, God is the author and the finisher of our faith. He knows the beginning and the end. He knows where we're going. He knows where we're headed. But yet sometimes we get so wrapped up in today, in the moment, and we just can't see the next step or the next phase that we need, and we get impatient. And one thing about faith is just having that true confidence in knowing that whatever it is that is going to happen, it's just going to happen. God has our back, and God is already working on our behalf. We just have to trust in the Lord and just have to know that in his infinite wisdom and in his infinite love for us, that it's going to work out. We just have to learn patience, and patience is a virtue, guys, and it's something that's just not going to happen overnight. It's something that we actually have to work on. Some of us, our entire lifetime is just being patient. As busy men and women living in a fast-paced world, many of us find that waiting quietly for God is difficult. But God instructs us to be patient in all things. We need to be patient in all things. They that wait on the Lord will renew their strength. So we have to just learn in all things, with our families, with our spouses, with our coworkers, with our kids, with students, with with everything, with our careers, our jobs, with our relationships. We have to learn to be patient in all things. And most importantly, we need to learn how to be patient with our God, with our Creator, just knowing that his time is the right time, not our time. We must be patient with our families, our friends, our associates. We must also be patient with our Creator as He unfolds His plans for our lives. And that's as it should be. After all, think how patient God has been with us. I can just think about my life. And here I have been on this earth now for close to 30 years. And there are some times between year 30 all the way since I was born where I was far away from God. Even some times where I had turned my back on God and was just doing my own thing. And I could have been taken out of this world instantly and could have been lost forever. But God was patient with me. He was patient. He saw my plans that He had in store for me. And He was just there still waiting with His arms stretched wide open when I felt in my heart that it was time for me to do what was right by God and to live a God centered, a Jesus centered life. And I can even think about my marriage. And here we've been married now for 8 years, and there's been times in that marriage where self interest or selfishness, you know, uh, could have hurt and may have hurt, my spouse, my wife, and yet she was patient with me, and vice versa. It's everything. If we let those difficult times where we just don't understand, or where we kind of get wrapped up in our own selves, a lot of negative things can happen when we are impatient. That's why we need to be patient in all things. So I'm just going to encourage you guys, please, please work on patience. And our quote comes from Jim Simbala, who states, "Our challenge is to wait in faith for the day of God's favor and salvation." So that's our challenge, guys. And I'm going to challenge you with that, is to wait in faith. Faith is just having true confidence that the God is just going to happen for the day of God's favor and salvation. In our daily walk through Proverbs, word for the wise comes from Proverbs chapter 16, verse 32. Patience is better than power, and controlling one's temper than capturing a city. So that just shows you the importance of patience. Patience is also one of the fruits of the spirits. It's something that over our Christian maturity, over our Christian lifetime, is something that we're going to be working on daily. Something we're going to be working on, over our lifetime. We just have to really work on being patient with others, being patient with ourselves, being patient with God, just being patient with the different things that we are expecting and the things that we want. Just knowing that when God wants it to happen, it will happen. And just to maybe sit back and reflect on what it is we're going through during that waiting sign or during that meantime. We need to see what it is God is trying to work in us or through us or for us. What lessons should we be learning? So, guys, have a great week. And until I see you tomorrow, be blessed and peace.